And welcome back to Who Would Win. And on this week's Who Would Win, on Tuesday's Who Would Win, this one comes to us from James Reamer, who asked the question, who would win a fight? You from Seraph of the End, an anime manga, versus Eren from Attack on Titan. Now, I'm gonna be straight honest with you. I've never watched any of these. I take it back. I've watched a little Attack on Titan. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of it. I never understood what the hype was with the show. It was not something that caught my interest, but whatever. So, and you from Seraph from the End, Seraph from the End, I knew nothing about. So I looked into the characters, and here's why I said they're actually very similar. Personality-wise, they're both kind of similar. They both have more they're both slightly hot-headed mentalities, kind of headstrong, but protecting their friends. They're both out to exterminate that which they deem responsible for killing their family. In Yu's case, vampires. In Eren's case, the Titans. So with Yu, he's like not like 9/10 human, but he's got like Seraph/demon DNA in him. So generally speaking, he's highly trained in hand-to-hand combat because of the type of military status he exists in. Highly trained in military combat, hand-to-hand combat, swordsmanship he's very skilled in. He wields was it called a demon gear or something like that? One second. Seraph of the End, was it called? Was it called a demon gear or something like that? Give me 1 second here. I'm just going to get that thing up so I can have full reference here. Because I can overall remember these things. Gone are the days where I almost always had written down the information. I can actually usually remember most of the stuff I need to remember now. Okay, there we go. Okay, it was a curse gear, enchanted gear as it's called. Which mass-produced curse gear. These demon weapons are much weaker usually than the Yakasha or Mayo series, as they increase the regular human strength by 3 or 4 times. You wielded one in the form of Katana in Chapter 2 and was able to use the gear to easily slay a horseman, which whatever that was. I'm guessing it was like a uber tier kind of individual. Cursed gear. These weapons are capable of increasing a person's strength by 7 times. And he wields one called Azura Maru, or Perfect Azura. It is a possession-type demon weapon of the Black Demon series, which takes the form of a black katana with a green edge. Whilst in use, the black edge develops a green aura, and he can call upon Azumaru's to fully use its power to attack an opponent. It has a special ability known as Azura Cannon, which is a special technique using Azumaru to materialize dozens of floating swords. How that actually works is I don't really know. I didn't look back. I'm guessing they can all attack like simultaneously or something like that. And they seem to be wrapped in like kind of like an aura of some kind, like a fiery aura. He's also got experimentations out of him, drugging up, as it's all like other soldiers with the JIDA, whatever. Yu takes a supplement to increase his synchronicity with his demon to 150% for 15 minutes. After the time is up, it drops to 0, and the numerous unpleasant side effects there are numerous unpleasant side effects, and officers only resort to this as a necessity. It says necessary. I'm guessing someone didn't use the proper grammar in this. But basically, that's like as a last resort, kind of, or if they have to. Seraph of the End. By swallowing a special tablet produced by Gurren, some guy, you can lose his mind and undergo a painful transformation. Although extremely powerful, he goes berserk and attempts to kill any human nearby. Gurren causes the transformation to end, making sure a hug... Basically, you need to hug him to make it go away. The transformation puts you into a coma for a week. By using a golden trumpet within his consciousness, Yu undergoes a drastic transformation. As a completely awakened Seraph, he is the second trumpet referred to as the King's Salt. Jeez. Okay. His main power consists of turning every living being into pillars of salt. Additionally, he can create a spear made of salt that can block Abaddon's destruction ray. I'm guessing the whole shtick behind that is salt is normally used, theoretically speaking, for purification in medicine and both in holy writ. Salt is usually considered like very holy and and ways of binding demons and ghosts, or possibly even, cleansing them. So, and I do remember, and I know from his personality when he's like this, because I read it up on it, he said, going to cleanse you of your sins, stuff like that. So he's cleansing the world, living beings of sins by turning them into pillars of salt. So, I don't know if he has any other abilities. In this form, he gains, like, weird, branch-like wings from his back, and, red eyes and stuff like that. In the anime, he actually he attacks both vampires and humans without discrimination, while he only wants to kill humans in the anime and order vampires like Mika to get out of the way. Usually his powers demonstrates more in the anime when he swings his sword and creates a plume of black energy the size of a tall building with a ring of light around its base. So, yeah, that's kind of hacks, but it's not to say that he's indestructible in that form at all. I'm imagining he could, if he took a hit at all, he'd have some problem. Great, he'd be highly durable, but I imagine if he took a hit, or like someone took his head off, or lethal blow, he'd possibly be down for the count. I could fully see that, and I fully imagine that being the case. That said, moving on to Eren. Eren is a human in the world of Attack on Titan who has the ability to turn into a Titan. Now, spoilers for anyone who's actually ever seen or who's never watched Attack on Titan or read it, like I have, but I found these things out because I didn't care about the series, so I don't care about being spoiled. Is that the Titans are actually people transformed by the government. So, and his father actually had developed. His father was actually had the gene to turn into the what are they called? The founder Titan, which can control all Titans and stuff like that. And Eren has that in him. He can't normally change into that, but under circumstances he can. But even on his own, he's stronger than the average guy because he had to defend his his little adopted sister from bullies. He's quite skilled in use of the Jaeger gear, which allows you to swing around, use swords, all that. So he's ranked 5th in his squad or class for those abilities. And then when you actually go into his Titan form, which he needs to cause pain to go into Titan form and have resolve, but he can do it. His Titan form is essentially I think it's 15 meters tall or something like that. Oh, more muscular than the average Titan. Because he actually has military training, all that, he's skilled enough in hand-to-hand combat and has enough control they can direct his focus towards individuals. He's strong enough to just rip Titans apart, blow them away. He's got enhanced regenerative capabilities where he can regenerate from most as long as they don't hit that back where the human actually exists. Because humans exist in the back neck of Titan. That's why people target that, because that's where the life force is. He's pretty much going to regenerate from just about anything. Like a hand in a couple seconds, an arm in about a minute. And then he also learned the ability to make create hardened pillars and harden his fists. So, which was strong enough to break the armor of the armored Titan. So you learn that ability later on. So basically, how does this fight break down? Well, let's assume that Yu thinks he's a vampire, maybe seeing something, or a demon of some kind, seeing his Titan abilities. Perhaps at some point, and he confronts them, and they clash. Now, a straight up normal human to human clash, I do believe Yu is going to beat Eren, simply because Yu is actually a trained military combatant with military experience, and was trained by high professionals, just high professional combatants in their fields. So, sorry, usual suspects on. Usual suspects is on. Just trying to not focus on that. You know what? I'm gonna just distract myself right now, or get myself out of the way right now. There we go. So nothing to distract me now. Anywho, so I think Yu holds the edge, but. I do believe Eren's tenacity, and plus he dual wields his weapons, whereas Yu just has one, usually speaking. It's going to make it kind of an even playing field overall. Like, Eren's going to be able to, do some maneuvers that Yu can't, but then Yu at any point can just go to, that Azure, what was it called? Azure Maru, whatever. Basically, the multi-sword, the dozen blades, and then they're just going to take, Eren's going to do his best he can to avoid it, but he's going to get struck a couple times. Then Yu's going to come in, maybe slash his arm. It's boom, and then cut off his leg, and then just kick him. It's And then he's just gonna maybe just monologue like, "That's what you get, demons!" Like, now time to end it. All of a sudden, a giant arm comes out and tries to grab him. He's able to avoid it, but all of a sudden he transforms into Titan form with all his because he can regenerate in human form too, and even control it to like fool people think he's a wounded soldier. So he comes out and he's fighting Titan form. It's like, that's it. That's what I wanted to fight. You demon, I will destroy you. Unfortunately, you in human form, if he's using that like as your ability, the multi-blade ability, he ain't gonna be able to take on a Titan Eren. Let's make that clear right now. Eren's just gonna be like, just boom, flick those away. Just you just got doing the best he can to get out of there. He then decides like, oh crap, I'm gonna die or straight here. I need to take the serum, go full demon, synchronize. So that will heighten his abilities, but not enough that I think he can take Eren on. So then he takes the tablet, goes full Seraphim, or Seraph, depending on what you'd like to call it or how it's pronounced in this case. I know Seraphim is actually a different form. There's Seraph and Seraphim. As far as I know, it's called Seraph in this case. Seraphim is a type of angel. But anyway, so then he goes full on Seraphim of the end mode. And then he starts monologuing. He's like, demon purity needs to be cleansed from this earth. Your sins shall be cleansed. And maybe he gets hit once, gets thrown back. He's bleeding a little bit. Just, it's like, and then be gone with you. And then, just, here's the real thing. If Eren can maybe kill you, because it's gonna end with someone dead in this fight. If Eren can kill you before he goes full on Seraph to the end mode, then yes, Eren Cohen, if he crushes him, just smashes him on the ground just into a bloody pulp, he's gonna win. If you get to Seraph of the end mode, doesn't matter what Eren tries to do. He can maybe just, get close to him. Seraph can just touch him like that, and then just turns him into a pillar of salt, because he turns living beings into salt. A Titan, for however you want to define Titan, it's still technically a living being. Eren. The question is, does it get to that level in the fight? And I'm gonna say, yeah, it does, because you, as far as I can tell, has fought many demons and vampires and stuff of large size, of ferocity, on many occasions in the series, from what I can tell. So something like Eren really wouldn't be anything overly new to him, but Eren's abilities, like your generative capabilities and just overall strength and fierceness, would still, and the ability to harden himself would be giggity, would be definitely something that you wouldn't automatically be able to tackle. I'm certain he's used to individuals who at least have a level of intelligence. Like, I'm going to talk about why I'm evil and why you're wrong and blah, 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 blah. I'm sure he's used to that, but with Eren, he's just like, no, Eren's just going to want to kill you. But yeah, I do think because of that, he'll know it's like, okay, I got to go this full out mode right now, and blah, blah, blah. And because he's a living being, he would turn him into salt. There's no majority scenario I see Eren winning this. If the likelihood of him killing you before he can go full Seraph at the end, it's not high. I'll go 15%. I'll say 15%. 85% of the time, I think you from Seraph at the end is going to win because of that darn turning living beings into salt ability. That's kind of freaking hacks when you think about it, because it didn't specify or define anything beyond that. It was just, I'll turn living beings into salt. There you go. That's how it defined it. So I gotta go by how it defined it. Now, granted, it's like, you should watch. It's like, yeah, you're right, man. Yeah, you know what? Maybe in a few minutes I'll go look up something on YouTube. It's like, okay, you Seraph of the end, full Seraph mode or whatever, and see how he did it. Because, by the way, if he can do that without touching someone, then it doesn't really matter, does it? It's kind of, like, you're done. It's almost like, it's like reality warping. It's like, and I turn you into salt, and you into salt, and you into salt. Pew, 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 pew. I'm so evil, it's amazing. Wait, no, I am holy evil goodness. Whatever, I don't know. I've never seen the series. Maybe I'll see it at some point. Because I like anime. And I'm always interested in maybe catching a new anime. I like the supernatural, superpowered individuals' abilities kind of animes. Like, the slice of life stuff is fine, but, yeah, whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who to win. Star Wars, superhero, magic, what if, anything I know on the channel, put down in the comments below as well. I'll get to it at some point. I'll have the other Who Would Win up for tomorrow at some point. There will not. I'm gonna be flat out honest. I don't think I'm gonna go see a movie this week. I can't remember the last time I have had no interest in the movie as much as I've had no interest in Winchester whatsoever. So it wouldn't make for an entertaining video. And yeah, there's some other stuff out. Like, I do want to see 12 Strong. I mean, I could go see that, but I don't know. Every now and then, I think I just need a break from the movies. And even so, maybe I'll end up seeing something on Saturday because I got the day off. And I know Powers That Be is going to be free, so he'll maybe want to do something. Anyway, excuse me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you folks next time.